Hello guys, welcome to another video. This one is paper 1-1 of October-November 2010. Let's move on to question number 1. So here we have 35 minus 27.3. So let's do that. So 35 minus 27.3. So that will be 4, 10, that will be 7, that will be 2. 10 minus 7 will be 3 plus 4 will be 7, 0. The answer will be 7.7 for part A. Now for part B, 1.3 times 0.03. So first thing first, you first ignore the decimal place. You just do 13 times 3. That will be 39. And on this one we have 2 decimal place. Here we have 1. So 3 decimal place. 1, 2, 3. So your answer will be 0.039. For part 2, evaluate this fraction. I can see that the base are different, so I will have to do LCM, which is 3 times 7. 3 times 7, and then I have to cross multiply. So 1 times 7 is 7, plus 3 times 3 is 9. That will be 16 over 21. That will be your answer for part 2. Now part B, 2 divided by this. So first we have to expand this. 2 times 3 will be 6. 6 plus 2 will be 8 over 3. 2 divided by this. Then we have to change divide into multiply. 2 remains the same. This one we have to flip upside down. Becomes 2 times 8 will be 16 over 3. You can simplify if you want to. That will be 5. 1 over 3. 5, 1 over 3. That is question number 2. Moving on to question number 3. Express 60% as a fraction, giving your answer in its lowest term. So 60% it is 60 over 100. So first thing, you cancel out the 0. We have 6 over 10. Divided by 2, we have 3. 2, 5. So 3 over 5 will be your answer. 3 over 5. Now part B, the mass of a jar and its content is 1.6 kg. The content has mass 8.75 grams. Find the mass of the jar in grams. So what is this in grams? We know that 1 kg is 1000 grams. So 1.6 kg, that will be 1600 grams. So we have to do this minus this to find the mass of the jar. So that will be 5, 9, 10. 5, 2, and that will be 7. Your answer will be 725 grams for the mass of the jar. Part 1, part A, evaluate 4 power 0 plus 4 power 1. So anything power 0 is 1 plus 4 power 1 is 4. That will be 5. So here, as you can see, the power is negative, so we first have to convert this to positive 2. So how do we do this? We have to invert the inside upside down. Becomes 4 over 1, and this becomes 2. That will be 16 over 1, which is 16. Moving on to question number 5. In the diagram, in the answer space, 2 small squares are shaded. So here we have 2 squares that are shaded. Now it says shade 1 more square so that the figure will have 1 line of symmetry. So shade 1 more square. Where should you say shade this 1 more square? So let's observe. A square usually has 4 lines of symmetry. You can have 1 here, you can have 1 here, 1 here, or you can have 1 here. So by elimination, you will realize that the line of symmetry will be this one, and the square will be this one that you will need to shade. And the line of symmetry will be this line. Yeah, so you just have to shade this square. Don't draw the line, just the square, to show that by shading this square, we have 1 line of symmetry. That is part A. Now part B, we have in the diagram, we have 2 small triangles are shaded. So we have these two triangles which are shaded. Shade 4 more triangles so that the figure will have rotational symmetry of order 3. Order 3 means 360 divided by 3, that will be 120. It means that if you rotate this shape by 120, it have to have the same look. So here we have the base, as you can see, and this is the center about here, and you can see we have 1, 2 shaded. So if we rotate this by 120, it will be here. So as you see, we have to shade these two. Now if you rotate this by 120, we have to shade these two. And going back, you can see that these two are shaded. So these 4 triangles will be your answer for part B. Now question number 6. The length of a side of an equilateral triangle is 41 mm. So what is this? This is usually a triangle with all the sides are equal. This is why it is called an equilateral triangle. So this is 41, 41, 41 to the nearest mm, nearest 1 mm. So write down the lower bound for the length. So lower bound will be 41 plus minus 1 over 2, that is 41.5 and 40.5. Lower bound is 40.5. Now part B, giving your answers in centimeters, calculate the lower bound for the perimeter of the triangle. So all the sides are equal. The perimeter will be 3 times 40.5 because you're looking for the lower bound. So let's do that. I like to do it this way. So 3 times 5 is 15. 0, 1, and that will be 12. So we have 1 decimal place. It will be 121.5 millimeters. So how do you convert millimeters to centimeter? You have to divide by 10. Your answer will be 12.15 centimeter. That will be the perimeter of the triangle for the lower bound. Okay, that is question number 6. Question number 7, we have y varies inversely as the square of x. So y varies inversely as the square of x, which means y equal to k over x squared. Now, given that y is 4 when x equal to 3, so y is 4 when x equal to 3, find the value of k first. So k will be y times x squared. That will be 4 times 9, which is 36. So the equation will be y equals to 36 divided by x squared. So now question, find the value of y when x is equal to 2. So y will be 36 divided by 2 squared. That will be 36 divided by 4. That will be 9. 9 will be your answer. Now for question number 8, by writing each number correct to 1SF, find this value. So here we have one number, 0.837, we have 7.03, and we have 8.11. At first we ignore the powers and the square roots, just leave it alone for now. So write these numbers down to 1SF. So leave the first one alone. We ask ourselves if this number is bigger or equal to 5. If it is, we add 1 to the first one. Becomes 0.4 and the rest becomes 0. So same thing here. That will become 7, 0, 0. This will become 8, 0, 0. So replace back in the fraction. We have 0.4 times 7 power 2 divided by cube root of 8. So here we have 0.4 times 49, and this is 2. 1, 0.2. So what is 2 times 49? That will be 18. That will be 98. So 1 decimal place. So your answer will be 9.8 for question number 8. Moving on to question number 9, solve this inequality. So let's first bring x over here. We will have 4x, 18. Bring 4 over here, we have x, 18 divided by 4. So divide by 2, we have 2, 9. So 9 over 2. If you bring x here, will be, so x will be this value. Now for part B, given that n is an integer, where find the possible values of n. So let's solve this. So we have to find n, we have to divide by 3 everywhere. Becomes 10 n minus 1. So here will be what? Minus 3 and 1/3. So let's draw a line for the values of n. So here will be minus 3, 1/3. Here we have minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. So the value of this, it is not inclusive, but there it is inclusive. So what are the possible values of n? It can be 3, it can be 2. Because n is an integer. 1, it cannot be because it is not inclusive, but for this 2, yes. N can be minus 3 and minus 2. Now question number 10. The temperatures in degrees Celsius at midnight of 12 consecutive days are this. So the first step is really to rearrange these numbers from smallest to largest. So let's find out. Minus 4 is the smallest, and then we have minus 3, and then we have minus 2, then we have minus 1, minus 1, then we have 0, we have 1, 1, we have 2, 2, 2, and lastly we have 3. So these are the same numbers but from smallest to largest. Portion number 1, find the mode of these temperatures. The mode is the one happening the most often. So let's find out which number is happening the most often. 2. So 2 will be the mode. And part B, find the median of these temperatures. Median will be 12 because of 12 days. 12 plus 1 divided by 2, that will be 13 divided by 2, that will be 6.5. So what is before 6.5? We have 6 and 7. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6 value is 0, 7 value is 1. Divided by 2, that will be 0.5. So your answer for median will be 0.5. Question number 11. The diagram shows 3 parallel lines. So we have 1 line, 2 lines, and 3 lines. Now question part 1, find the value of x. We have to find this value. So x will always be equal to this value. This equal to this. So that will be 180 minus 140. That will be 40. Find the value of y. Y is equal to this. That will be 74. And find the value of z. As you can see, this one is a full circle. Full circle is 360. So z will be 360 minus 40 minus 74. That will be what? 5, 10, 6. This is 2, 10. So we have 10 minus, that's a 10 minus 7 will be 3. 3 plus 5 will be 8. 8 minus 4 will be 4. So answer will be 246 degrees for z. Okay, now number 12. Remove the brackets and simplify. So let's expand. So 4 times 7 will be 28x minus 12 minus 15x plus 12. This just goes away. And we have 28x minus 15x, that will be 13x. Now part B, expressed as a single fraction in its simplest form. How do you simplify this? As you can see, the base are different. We have to do LCM. So let's first just multiply them as usually. 3y times 4y, and then we cross multiply. We have 16y minus 15y. We get y on top, and then on the bottom we have 12y squared. So y, that becomes 1 over 12y. This will be your answer for part B. Now for part C, we have these two multiplications. So 4 times 3, that will be 12. A squared times a, that will be a3. B times b cubed, that will be b4. So this will be your answer. That was question number 12. Question number 13, factorize this equation. So what is common? We have a is common, and then we have 2 is common. So remaining will be 8a minus 3. That is your answer for part A. Now for part B, factorize completely. So let's take this two on one side. What is common? 3x is common. Remaining will be 2 plus y. And then here we have minus is common and 4 is common. So we have y plus 2. And these two are the same. So it becomes 2 plus y, 3x minus 4. That will be your factorization for part B. Now moving on to 14. It said the speed of light is given as this. Now we have to write each answer in standard form. Part 1. Calculate the distance in kilometers that the light travels in 1 minute. So it said the speed is in 1 second it travels 3 times this power 5 kilometers. Now in 1 minute, we know that 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So 60 seconds, that will be 3 times 10 power 5 times 60. That will be 180 times 10 power 5 km. So now that will be in standard form, that will be 1.8 times 10 power 7. Because when you convert this to 1.8, this becomes 1.8 times 10 power 2. So 10 power 2 times 10 power 5 become 10 power 7. That's why you have this one. Now for part B, find the time in seconds it takes to travel 150 kilometers. So we know the speed is, it takes in 1 second to travel 3 times km. So now for 150, that will be 1 divided by 3 times 10 times 150. So let's divide. So 3, that will be 50, that will be 5 times 10 divided by 10's power 5. That will be 1, 4. Your answer will be 5 times 10 minus 4 seconds. This is your answer for part B. Moving on to question number 15. Here we have the diagram shows a sector of a circle center O. That's a sector of a circle, and the radius is 9. Taking pi to be 3.14, find the length of arc AB. So AB will be, we have to use a formula which is the angle divided by 360 times 2 pi r, radius will be 9. So simplify, we'll have 0, 0, 9, 1, that'll be 4, and divide by 2, 1, that'll be 2, that'll be 5. So your answer is 5 times pi, and pi is equal to 5 times 3.14. So let's find that. 5 times 3.14, that will be 20, 7, and 15. Two decimal place will be here, that will be 15.70. Now for part B, find the perimeter of the sector. So we have to add this. This is also the same, and this is 15.7. So add everything together, that will be 9 plus 9 plus 15.7. That will be what? 18. This is 18 plus 15.7. That will be 7. That will be 3 and 3. 33.7 centimeters. Now moving on to question 16. The line this and the line this are shown in the diagram below. So that's the line, two lines we have, right? So now, part A, find the gradient of the line this. So we have to rearrange in the form of y equal to mx plus c. So here we have 3y equal to minus x plus 3, y equal to minus 1 over 3x plus 1. So your answer is this. Minus 1 over 3 will be m, which is the gradient. Now for part B, on the diagram, shade and label with the letter R the region defined by this inequality. So first thing is we have this line, 3y plus x more than 3. So the first thing is that we have to know which one is this line. So as you can see, as we have found here, the gradient here is negative. It means that it is going down. So this one will be this line. So it needs to be going up. And this one will be this line. So the first inequality is this direction, and the second one will be in this direction, and then the last one will be the positive x more than 0. So it will be on this side. So we only have 3. It will be this whole region here. You just have to label this as region R. That is part B of question 16. Question 17, part A, we have 2a minus b. So we place 2a in this. So 2a will be 8, 0, minus 6, 12, 0 minus 4, minus b will be 5, 0, minus 4, 6, minus 1, 2. That will be, so 8 minus 5 will be 3, minus 6 minus 4, that will be minus 2, 0 minus minus, that will be 1, 0 minus 0 will be 0, 12 minus 6 will be 6, minus 4 minus 2 will be minus 6. This will be the answer for part A. Now for part B, find C times A. So C is 2, 1 times A will be 4, 0, minus 3, 6, 0 minus 2. So it's always row by column. So row will be 2 times 4 is 8 plus 0, that will be 8. 2 times minus 3 will be minus 6 plus 6 will be 0. 2 times 0 is 0 plus minus 2 will be minus 2. So this will be your answer for part B. Question number 18, solve the equation. So here we have two equations. We have y already, so let's replace y in this first one. That will be x, 2y, will be 1 over 3x plus 9 equal to 8. So we can first expand. We have x plus 2 over 3x plus 18 equal to 8. Let's simplify this. We have what is this? So let's wait for this and simplify the constant first. If you send this one over here, you will have 8 minus 18, that will be minus 10. So if you want to get rid of the 3, you have to multiply 3 everywhere. You will have 3x plus 2x equal to minus 30. That will be 5x equal to minus 30. So x will be minus 6. Y will be 1 over 3 times minus 6 plus 9. That will be 2. Minus 2 plus 9 will be 7. So x will be minus 6 and y will be 7. That is question 18. Okay. Question number 19. Okay, so we have two bags containing beads. The first bag contains, two black beads and 3 white. And the second bag has 2 black, 1 white, and 2 red. Now we take one bead from each bag, as you can see here. You have all the percentages, all the chances. Now question part A, it says both beads are black. It needs to be black and black, so it will be, first one is 2 over 5 times 2 over 5. That will be 4 over 25. Your answer is 4 over 25. Part B, both beads are red. So we don't have red here, so it cannot be, it will be 0. Exactly one bead is black. So for exactly one is black, it can be black and white, black and red, or it can be white and black. So let's do this here, so we can have a okay, so here we have black and white plus black and red plus white and black. Simplify. The first line is 2 over 25 plus 4 over 25 plus 6 over 25. That will be 12 over 25. So your answer for part C will be 12 over 25. Moving on to question number 20. So it says M is a midpoint of the line joining P and Q. So we have M is a midpoint of these 2 points. So R lies on PQ, produced such that PR is 3 times PQ. Find PM, ratio of PM and PR. So what do we know? From this we know that PM is half PQ. Why? Because it is the midpoint of PQ. So we can replace this to find PM. So let's replace PQ here. PQ will be 2 times PM, which means PR is 6 times PM, and the ratio of PM to PR will be, let's bring this here, that will be 1 over 6 on one side. We have PM over PR. Ratio will be 1 to 6. So PM is 1, PR is 6. So PM is 1, PR is 6. Now for P, so P is the point this, Q is the point this, find M. So pretty easy. We have to use a formula here, which is 1 plus 5 is 6 divided by 2 will be minus 2 plus 6 will be 4 divided by 2. That will be 3 and 2. So 3, 2 will be your answer for part 1. Now for part 2, the line passes to the point Q. Find the value of K. So what is this? This is X, this is Y. Let's replace this value in the equation. So 4 times X, which is 5, K 6 plus 10 equal to 0. So 20 plus 6K plus 10 is 0. 6K equal to minus 10 minus 20, which is minus 30. K is minus 30 divided by 6, that will be minus 5. Your answer is minus 5. Question number 21, we have, these are the sine cos B of this angle here, and we have, this is a straight line, and use as much information to find this value. So calculate the value of sine ABD, that's the angle here, and cos ABD. So what is this angle? This will be 180 minus B. So this is basically asking me sine 180 minus B plus cos 180 minus B. So this is equal to the same as this, it will be 0.85, and this one will be minus 0.53. That will be what? 0.85, 0.53, that will be 2, that will be 3. So the answer is 0.32 for question part A. Now for part B, find the BC. This is pretty easy. Find this length. So this is the adjacent side. This is the hypotenuse. So we have to use SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA. So we have the hypotenuse, we have to find the adjacent, so we have to use cos. Cos of B is equal to BC over hypotenuse. So BC will be 4 times cos B. So cos B is 0.53. So let's find this. 4 times 0.53. 4 times 3 will be 12. 20, 21. So that will be 2. That will be 2.12. The answer will be 2.12 centimeter. That is question number 21. Question number 22. The group frequency table below shows the time taken for 70 students to solve a problem. So we have the groups and the number of students in the groups of time taken. So part 1, complete the cumulative frequency table for this information. So here we have 24, which is 24. Here it will be 24 plus 12, that will be 36. Here we have 36 plus 16, that will be 52. Here we have plus 10, 62, and the last one will be 70. Now for point B, in which of the group there's a 40th percentile, that will be 40 over 100 times 70 people. That will be 0, 0, 0, 0, that will be 28 element. So here we have 24, 36, so it will be less than 4. Group will be this group, 3 less than 4. Now for part C, find the complete the cumulative frequency density for table in this information. So how do you find this? Frequency density is equal to frequency divided by class width. Class width is, here we have class width, 3 minus 0 is 3, that is 1, that is 1, 1, and 2. What is frequency for this group? 5 to 6 is 10. 10 divided by 1, that will be 10. And here it is 8. 8 divided by 2, that will be 4. So this will be question number 22. Question number 23, we have this sequence. Question part 1, write down the 7th line of the pattern. So this is the first term, second term, third term, fourth term. 7th term will be, as you can see, to begin it says, if it was 1, we have 2 square minus 0 square. If it was 7, it will be 8 square minus 6 square equal to 4 everywhere. So 4 times 1 times 7. That will be your 7th term. How about this one? If it was the nth term, it will be nth plus 1 square minus n. So this one will be 4 minus 1, which is 3. So n minus 1 square equal to 4 times n. That will be your nth term. Now part C, use the pattern to find this and this. So we have to find which term is this. As you can see from the sequence above, this term usually is n plus 1. So n will be 520. So if n is 520, the term is 4 times 520. That will be 0, 8, 10. So that will be the value of this one. Now for part D, find x and y. So we know this is 4n. So 4n is this, n will be 121, which means this first one should be 122 square minus 120 square. So x will be 122 and y will be 120. So this is question number 23. Number 24, part A. Describe fully the single transformation that maps A onto B. So we have A onto B. As you can see, this is clearly a reflection. So now we have to find the line of reflection. That will be, let's count. 1, 2, 3. So 3 divided by 2, that will be 1.5. So 1.5 will be here. This is the point minus half. So this is the line of reflection will be y equal to this. So let's write this down. So it will be a transformation, will be a reflection in the line y equal to minus half. This is for 2 points, this is 1 point, and this is 2 points. That is good. Part B, triangle A is mapped onto triangle C by a rotation center OO through 90 degrees anti-clockwise. So if you have to move this to anti-clockwise, it will be here, and this will be here, and this will be here. So this will be a triangle C. Or you can just play with the page as well. If you turn anti-clockwise, that way, that will be this one. As you can see, it's this, so same as this one. So that is question part 1. Now for part 2, write down the matrix that represent this transformation. So we can use a trick to remember this. So we have to use our axis. So this is y and x. So the first point is the point 1, 0, and this is the point 0, 1. So this is point number 1 and point number 2. So what happens when we turn 90 degrees anti-clockwise? So 1 will become here, right? So 1 will become 0, 1, and 2 will become here. Here it is minus 1, 0. So 2 will become minus 1, 0. So your matrix will be 0, 1, minus 1, 0 for rotational anti-clockwise 90 degrees. So this is question number 24. Question number 25, the diagram is a speed time graph of the last 25 seconds of a car's journey. From T0 to T20, the car moves with a constant speed of 4, and from T20 to T25, the car moves with a constant retardation, as you can see here. Now part A, find the retardation when T equal to 22.5. It will be about here. So on this line, the retardation is constant. So it doesn't matter if T is here, or here, or here, or here. It will be the gradient on this line. So how do you find gradient of the line? You have to take 2 points, take this point and find the gradient. Or you can just find the height and base of the triangle. Height will be 4, base will be 5. 25 minus 20, that is 5, and height is 4. This will be 0.8. Now part B, show that the distance traveled during the 25 seconds is 90 meters. So when we have a speed time graph, the distance traveled is area under graph. So here you can see we have a trapezium. So this length here will be 25 and this is 20. So 20 and 25 for this, 20 for this. And the height in between will be 4. So which means the distance will be, let's use the formula, it will be half times sum of 2 sides times distance in between. Simplify will be 2. So 2 times 45 will be 90. So this is shown. You can write always, you can write distance traveled equal to area under graph. This is just for 1 point. Now for part B, for part C now, it says on the grid below, draw the distance time graph for the 25 seconds. So here you can see we only have 2 major parts. One part is it travels with constant speed, and then with slowing speed. So we have 2 parts. So for this part, what is the distance traveled? For this rectangle, 20 times 4, which is 80. So for the first, that is for the first 20 seconds, it travels 80 meters. 20 will be 80. And for the last 25 seconds, it travels to 90. This is 90. Okay, so as you can see here, it is constant speed. When we have a distance time graph, the gradient of the curve is a speed. If it is constant, that will be a straight line. Okay, and for this last 5 seconds, you have to look here. It shows that the speed is decreasing. So how do you draw decreasing speed for distance time graph? So you will draw increasing speed like this. Decreasing speed you will draw like this. So this point to this point will be this like this. So this will be your answer for part C, and that will be question 25. Question number 26. The diagram shows a triangle ABC. ABC is a big triangle, and we have D as a point on AB such that BCD is equal to BAC. So these two angles are the same. Now, explain why triangle ABC is similar to triangle CBD. So one way to prove that triangles are similar is to prove that all the angles are equal. So here we already have this equal to this. Now you will say this is the same for both triangles. So angle DBC is equal to angle ABC. Why? Because they have the same angle in the triangles. Now, so once you prove two angles are the same, the third one is the same already, because as you know, the sum of triangles is 180, and to find the third angle you take 180 minus the first and second to find the third one, minus the first and second to find the third one. So same way, you know that all the three angles are the same, you will just write triangle ABC is similar to triangle CBD. As you can see here, you have only one mark, so 1 point is good enough. Now for point B, given that the length BD is 4, BC is 6, find AD. So the length AD is this length. Okay, so how do you find this? You have to use the fact that they are similar to find the length AD. So you can see that AD is also equal to AB minus DB. So AD is equal to AB minus DB. So first let's find the length of AB. We know DB is 4, so that should be easy. So let's first find AB. So let's have a look. How can we find AB? So here we know the ratio of this side. So this is the angle A, and this is the angle opposite. So what is the side opposite to this angle? That will be 6, and this one will be 4, equal to angle, let's take this one. This will be the third angle that we have. This is equal to this. So what is the side opposite to this angle? That will be AB. That will be onto 6. So AB is 6 times 6 divided by 4, 36 divided by 4, that will be 9. So the length of AD will be 9 minus 4, that will be 5. So the answer here will be 5 centimeters. I just hope that makes sense here, because as you can see, we have to find the corresponding side. So corresponding this angle will be 6. Now we do a ratio over corresponding of this same angle here is 4, so over 4 equal to, now we have to look at the side AB. We say this angle is corresponding to the side AB, so AB will be here, and then this one is equal to this one, corresponding will be the side 6 over 6. Now we find this by cross multiply. We'll send this on here. 6 times 6 will be 36, divided by 4 will be 9, and then AD is equal to AB minus DB, that will be 5. So this will be question number 26. Question number 27, this one will be a locus question. Part A, measure the angle ABC. So ABC, let's measure the angle. So you have to go to your point B, and then the angle will be on this side. This will be 0, this is 90, this will be 95, 97. So my answer will be 97 degrees. You can have 96, 98, that is okay as well. Now part B, In the diagram, construct the locus of points inside the triangle inside that are, condition number 1, 8 centimeters from C. So you have to use your compass and your ruler to measure 8 centimeters. So that will be 8 centimeters is here from the point C. So go to point C. You have to draw an arc inside of triangle ABC. Okay, that is your answer for part 1. Now part 2, it needs to be equidistant from A, B, and AC. As you can see, we have A here common, A here common. So we have to draw the bisector of angle A. So same, you have to use your compass. You have to go to point A. You have to cut the line AB. Cut the line AC. You have 2 points of intersection. Go to the point of AB. Draw an arc inside, and go to this point. Intersect this one. You have 1 point here and 1 point here. You have to join them together to form the answer for part 2. That will be the answer for part 2. Now, for the last one, it says, on the diagram, shade the region inside of the triangle containing the points that are more than, first condition, more than 8 centimeters from C. So it needs to be outside of this arc. It needs to be on this side. Now, nearer to AB than to AC. Nearer to AB on top than to AC, it will be this one. So this will be your answer for question C. So that was the last question of this paper, 27. If you guys have any requests or questions, please leave a comment down below. And one more time again, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.